This is my 1997 Volvo 850, and a question that's frequently been crossing my mind with my older vehicles is, do I need a dash cam? And I think an initial response is, of course, you don't need a dash cam, and a dash cam isn't actually going to stop any accidents from happening. But I think what's important to me is what it can stop and assist you with after an accident or other things involving you and your vehicle take place on the road, out and about on your adventures. Whether it's an accident with another vehicle on the road, maybe a large object flying out of a truck, a pothole that the city hasn't fixed, or maybe wildlife running out onto the road. At the end of the day, it's nice, especially for me, to one, have proof that those things happened, and two, having a sure witness added to my car. Honestly, whether it just be to have record, or in the case of needing it, to back myself up. Older cars, especially ones like these, in most cases, they're worth less than a brand new vehicle that makes more sense to most people to have a dash cam in. But at the same time, older cars, especially rare cars like my Volvo 240 wagon, can be harder to replace or repair physically and sentimentally. So while having a dash cam won't actually stop accidents from happening or preventing things in most cases, in a world where an older, cheaper car can so easily be a write-off, it's nice to have at least a sure witness of what exactly has or is happening on the road. And I guess the fact that every video online that I've seen of these dash cams coming in handy, I've seen it because they had a dash cam. The dash cam also backs you up against potential miscalculations by the police, maybe thinking you ran a stop sign or a red light or didn't signal from afar, or maybe that you were speeding when you weren't. And in the case of so many accidents, where so many people in this day and age can so easily turn the blame right on you. And if you're driving an older car, you might not exactly be the favored one in the case. But I think what stopped me from getting a dash cam all this time was the idea of having to wire something into an older car that I ultimately like to keep as original and untampered with as possible. Especially something like older Volvos, where I want to avoid aftermarket electrical applications. But I'm excited to show you guys what I ended up coming up with, what I've had, and what we're going to be installing in the 1997 Volvo 850 here. So I'll see you inside the car. We're in the car and we've got the dash cam. Let's jump right on into the install. The camera that I'm using for this video is the D700 by GKU. This isn't a paid sponsorship by any means, and in using this camera for the video, it gets a completely unbiased review. Here's the main item. It's actually pretty solid feeling. It doesn't feel super light and cheap. I like the sleek design. We'll see how it looks on the windshield though. Here's the cable for the front camera if you just want to use your 12-volt outlet. A couple other accessories in there to help with the install, as well as the rear-facing camera. Comes with this extra long cable so that we can run it to the back, and I believe that it plugs into the main camera up front. The rear camera is definitely a lot more basic and light. Yeah, cool. It's pretty easy to tuck the wire behind the trim. All right, can you tell that there is a wire installed there and along there? Looking pretty good. Now where the cable meets the corner, I was able to slide it down this crack and around this little piece. So now I have the wire right here that I'm going to feed down. Now the cable is mounted just as discreetly under here, where it pops out right there to plug into power. Now for the hardest part of mounting the camera perfectly to the windshield. This windshield's actually really good for this because the mirror isn't mounted onto the glass, so I have all this space behind the mirror itself to mount the camera. But I also still want to be able to access the touchscreen, but really that's possible anyway. All right, so I've stuck it on there. It would have been great if I would have maybe read the instructions a little, or just known that you can stick the mount on and then you can slide the camera on and off. Now we'll go ahead and install the rear camera in. Should be quick and easy. Got all this wire now for the rear camera. Ran it through here, and now I need to run it all the way to the rear windshield. got the rear camera on. I've got a lot of excess wire that I'm figuring out how to tuck away neatly. So now that we've got the front facing and rear facing dash cam fully installed, and I've been driving with them for a few weeks, I've really got into the habit of just forgetting that they're even there. And for this particular dash cam, I haven't noticed any quirks, glitches, or concerns yet. But again, I've only been running it for less than a month. You can see my camera behind the mirror there, and the dash cam behind the mirror is something that I never noticed. So this is where the dash cam gets the power from, the 12 volt, or where your cigarette lighter would be. So with that application, I'm actually able to fairly easily move the dash cam between my vehicles if I ever want to, or maybe sell a vehicle, without worrying about any hardwired connections to undo or reconnect or anything like that. It's just simple plug-in and it's ready to go. I've been avoiding focusing too much on the exact brand, make, and model of this dash cam. It's more about the application of a dash cam, a modern dash cam, in an older vehicle. And with this being the dash cam setup that I've decided to go with, I'm going to be able to give an unbiased opinion on how it's working for me. And of course, I've got to show you guys the footage that comes out of these dash cams, rear and front, during the day and during the night. I'm actually really impressed with the quality of the video, which I can play back on the device itself or when I connect my phone to the camera via an app. But a dash cam is also a plus for me because I make these videos. So it's nice to have a camera recording at all times when I'm not able to, in case anything happens that could pertain to these videos. Let me know what you think about dash cams. If you, your family, or friends have had any experiences where one has helped you out, or if you run one in any of your vehicles, especially in your older vehicles. This Volvo 850 definitely isn't as old as some vehicles that I know many of you have experiences with, but at the end of the day, as long as it has a cigarette lighter, you're able to plug it in and stick it to the windshield. So maybe I'll get the chance to throw it in my Volvo 240 as well. Basically depending on what I'm driving most at the moment. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to stick around for more, and as always, safe driving, everybody.